All right. Hello, everybody. I am the Valley Viking, and today I am here again with my 8th vlog. I got it today, so I'm real happy about that. It's been a week and one day of continuous videos, so I'm really happy about that. So yeah, I'm committed. Before we start the video, I would like to please ask if you could subscribe, hit that notification bell, and also comment down below any of your ideas or just the way you feel about the video. I have 3 things to bring up today. First, how do you cook your bacon? Do you like it in the microwave? Or do you cook it on the stove? Or do you even cook it on the oven? What's your preferred method? I'm still trying to learn that. But today I did this. You're right, I should. Bacon. Delicious bacon. With some bagels. I got the eggs going. Yeah. On top of the bagel with some cream cheese next. Cream cheese. Bacon. Bacon, bacon. Bacon, bacon. Finally, jalapenos.
Whoa, you got some wax right there.
Bam.
There we go. No problem.
Bam.
Oh boy. Can you hold these towards you?
Some oil in your hair, okay? Put in oil in your hair.
Bomb. That was honestly a delicious sandwich. But I think even the way that I cooked the bacon and how it turned out, I just don't know. Maybe I'm just not cooking my bacon correctly, and I don't know. So I have microwave bacon. I've microwave bacon, and I've also cooked it in the oven. I've even cooked it on the stove, and I thought I cooked it correctly, but it seems like the perfect piece of bacon hasn't been found for me. I don't know. I'm starting to think I really don't like bacon. As for the second question of the day, I want to know what were or are your education goals? I was thinking about this today only because, you know, I've been doing so much job searching, trying to find a place to be and trying to find the home that I want to work in. And I don't want to find a place that doesn't, like, I don't know. I don't want to find a job that I hate. You know, everybody says you hate going to work because it's work. So there's no reason that you should like work, right? You just do it. But I really don't believe that. I feel like there should be a place that I would love to work at, and not being minded around it. You know what I mean? And for this, I went through so many applications today, and all of them required some form of education or previous training or some kind of thing. And the problem that I have with this is if I learn the education for that one job, right? If I trained for that one job and I didn't like it, and there is like 4 million other jobs out there, and they all require certain kind of trainings. It's an overwhelming, I don't know, it's overwhelming with the number of choices that you just have to pick from. And it's one of the biggest like hills that I've I don't know, really thought about. And it bothers me so much. Like, what if I made the wrong choice the whole time, and then I hated it, and then I'd have to change careers, and I did that for 10 years, right? I gave 10 years of my life just to learn something I didn't like, and I'd still be in the same predicament that I am now. You know, it boggles my mind. Why would I want to train myself for so long and then find out I didn't like it? Maybe I'd find out along the way. I don't know. But, and then the people that are into college, and they're dead set upon their goals, and they choose what they want, and then they hate what they get, and they just do it, right? Because that's what they chose, and they live with their regrets or something like that. They live their lives, or I don't know. It still boggles my mind. Like, it was like I did college for 5 years, and among those 5 years, I couldn't find the place that I wanted to be. And of course, I trained to be an engineer, right? And I did that for a good 5 years. And then, like, I did so much college. And then I just found out that, I wasn't quite smart enough to get the career that I wanted, right? And at that point, you should change careers, right? Because you're just like, I don't have the mental fortitude to continue down that path, right? But it's so hard to just do that when your mind was set on something that you just wanted to do, like your whole life. I always said, I want to be an engineer. But the thing is, what kind of engineer, right? Mechanical, electrical, train, whatever engineer it was, you still had to make a choice there too on which direction you wanted to go. But bio, I didn't even know there was a biology engineer, But anyway, that being said, I just didn't have the ability to understand what they all needed. Sorry, I phrased that wrongly. I didn't have the ability to retain the knowledge that they wanted me to retain. All the math, the physics. Physics was extremely hard. I felt lost, confused, and ignorant, stupid. I felt like I was going to college and I had no direction, I don't know. So I'd like to hear some opinions, like from other people that went to college or that are going to college or that just have, this smack down, right? They know what they want to do. They see the direction. They see themselves in the future doing what they want to do. I want to hear those opinions. I'm getting pretty old. I'm not super old, and I can still choose a career, right? And I'd still be able to live out my life doing whatever career I wanted, but I don't know. It's not to say that I don't want to do YouTube. I still want to do YouTube. That's something that I'm gonna keep doing no matter what happens. But I don't know. I feel like if I'm gonna do like a job, I want to like it, and I need to learn all the aspects and all the different things that come along with it. But it seems like the choices were always very difficult for me. Not to mention, of course, I had friends and everything that we would hang out, and it never made it easy. Science, I got down easy. Biology was like the easiest one for me. Chemistry was pretty easy up until math was thrown in, which, I mean, I got pretty far in that anyway. And I got to calculus, right? And I did pretty good for the first maybe 2 classes. And then after that, I gone. Physics too. There's with word problems, I can't do word problems. It's just when they mixed up writing and numbers, I just don't, I can't fathom what the problem is. Like I would try to read what it was and tell you what it is, right? But I never got that concept down, and it just, it bothered me so much. It really bothered, like I didn't know what to do. I kind of got stuck. And it sucks because I don't know. I really wanted to keep going in school, you know, but I don't want it to be mindless walking around and not knowing what I'm doing. Oh, and of course I had to do English 1A, which a lot of people would be like, oh, that's easy, I can do that, pass. Not me. For some reason, I just, I'm terrible at writing, or I had terrible teachers, or whatever the case may have been. I don't know. You know what the weirdest thing is? I had a dream, right, of an English class. I think it was like maybe 4 weeks ago. I had a dream that I was failing my English class again. You know how terrible that is? I'm dreaming of a failure in college again. Like my dreams are gone. That was my nightmare. It was... Anyway, with all of that being said, it was a long rant. Sorry about that. What are your opinions? What are your thoughts on education? What is your direction? Are you happy where you are at? Let me know in the comments or in Facebook, or message me, because I still feel lost, and I'm 33. Well, gonna be 33. Sorry, I'm not 33 yet, but I'm gonna be 33, and it's terrible. You know what I mean? And anyway, the last question that I want to ask: how confident are you in the area that you're in? And I don't mean as in school or work. I meant in general. How confident are you in general? How if somebody came up to you and talked to you right away, could you talk to them back? If it was a pretty girl and you were physically attracted to them, or a hot guy, and you were attracted to them, how confident are you that you'd be able to get through that conversation? Or doing what I'm doing, how confident are you to be on camera or the stage? Because I feel like confidence has a limit, right? And you're always trying to push yourself to go beyond that boundary in your confidence. Some people are just way up there. They don't care. And then they succeed in whatever they do because they think they can do it without fault, right? I don't know. My confidence wavers. When I'm doing something, my confidence is like super high. When I say I'm doing something comfortable, right? And I'm used to doing it. Excuse me. Sorry, I patted the mic. Something that I'm used to doing, I'd be confident in doing, right? I would just know what to do. And if you're trained in doing that, right? I guess this kind of falls into the job spectrum as well. How confident are you to do your job? Like the difference between being educated and doing the job, experience-wise. If you were experienced, you would just do the job, right? That's kind of what you would do. But like, say you're educated, but you don't know how to talk to people. So you got your diploma and your degree, and then you're just you're going over to the person that you're supposed to be hired with, and then they tell you, I need you to solve this problem, right? And you're like, oh, I can do that. That's math. Oh, no, no. I mean, in real life, I need you to fix that pipe over there, but I need you to apply the knowledge that you have onto fixing that pipe. How would you, if you didn't have hands-on training on fixing the pipe, right? How would you do the job, right? Am I wrong? Because you'd have to do the math, and then you'd have to know the strength of whatever material that you were doing, and then they want you to go like that, right? This is just speaking in like construction or gardening. I'm just giving an example. So sorry if that confused you, but if you were to go and work on the pipe that's there, and you didn't know what material it was or how it like got messed up, or changed, you have to change the thing itself, and all you had knowledge of was, oh, it's this problem, right? It's this math problem, plus I know the material that it is, and I understand what's clogging. I understand what the issue is, but I've never done this before. And then you're fumbling and you're getting afraid because there's pressure behind you because the boss is watching you and making sure that you're doing everything right. And they see that you're failing and you don't succeed. You just get fired, right? I mean, I don't think that's how it would work, but metaphorically, that's what I'm saying. Like, would you strut over there in confidence and bumble fumble around, but confidently, confident enough to pass through a job? Do you understand what I'm saying? For me, working at Walmart, I came into the job as a bike assembler, right? Never worked on a bike, never did anything with bikes ever. And I remember getting hired there, and the first thing that they asked me to do was build a bike. And I had no help. I had nobody there. And I opened up a box and pulled out the bike and looked at it, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll just read the instructions. And of course, they want you to speed through it, but it's just funny. Some of these places just throw you in, and you got to learn on the spot. That's most of the retail, most of the McDonald's. That's almost everywhere you go. DoorDash even, you just go in and you do, right? But you need a certain level of confidence in order to do some of those jobs, right? Is there a way to be so confident in yourself, right, that you can pass an interview for a job that required education and you just get the job? Is there a way to do that? I'm pretty sure they look up your qualifications, right? If you didn't have a degree or anything, they wouldn't even think about interviewing you, because if they hired somebody wrong, then, I mean, that would be all bad, I guess. Throw things out of whack. But I mean, a lot of places, I feel like they should provide training. That was my dog, sorry. But I feel like training should be something that goes with the job. And I understand, like, a lot of jobs, they don't want to train, and they shouldn't have to train. They should just go ahead and hire who they need to hire. But what if the way that you hire, or the way that you work anyway, is not the same way that somebody that got trained in another job or learned is not the right thing for you? I guess you would just work with the person as long as they could, and then if they kept failing, you just fire them, right? That's my assumption anyway. But I don't know. I feel sorry. There's a lot of I feels in here, and it's wrong to, I guess, think that way. I have heard a lot of people say you just do what you should do, and just muscle through whatever you're going through, and you just should live. Or I'm phrasing that all wrong. Like, the thing that I've heard is you should not care about what other people feel or think about you, and just go out there and live your life the way you want to live, but keep a shitty job. Do you know what I mean? And just live your life. Because it's a part of life. And just don't care about it. Just do it. Right? I feel like that's, and I keep on saying I feel like, I don't think that's right. I feel, I hate that phrase, I feel. The system that we have right now, it just feels messed up in my head. Because there's so many things that I would love to do, right? But you do need training, or you need a job. A job. You need a job. You need the education that goes for the job. Not only that, right? Say you get the job, or the place that you got the training and everything, you got the education, and then you go for a company that doesn't treat their people right, and then you just work for them because it's the only company that's around that does the thing that you trained for, and they're just a shitty company. And then you just have to get through your work day. I don't know. And I'm not directing this at like any companies or anything. I'm just saying there's so many people that are out there living their lives, and they hate their lives, or they just they don't like the way they live, or they just go, and you see their faces. When I'm in customer service, I see so many sad faces, and they talk about how shitty their day was, or how terrible their day was, or how angry they are with the world, and they just live through whatever they get through. And I've seen so many people that are just broken, or messed up, and I mean, they live their lives, right? Man. And it really sucks to see these people just give up their lives to work, in the phrase of Alan, because of a movie quote from Joker. We live in a society, right? it's terrible. I mean, it's not terrible too, though, because I mean, I understand that like we need we need money to live, but and we got to work to get that money, and then we just, yeah, oh well. Sorry, I'm kind of just lost, and I feel like I want to keep continuing this talk, this drone, right? But it's fading into oblivion. I don't know. I'm really happy for the people that succeed, you know, because they got to where they wanted to be. They worked hard. They did what they did. And even if they didn't like their job, they either act as if they do like their job, or they just put up with it and they just live, right? I don't know. What is your opinions on that? You know, I mean, there's probably a lot of flaws in what I said. But if you don't agree with me, then you can tell me that down below too. Maybe you can set me straight with my thoughts. Maybe you can correct the thoughts that are going on in my head. I don't know. All that aside, though, I do have one last thing that I have to do, and I'm doing this with every vlog that I've done. I have to try something new or show something that's going on in my life, right? Something that I like. Well, today I do have something new to try, and that's these, the Shamrock and Sour Cream chips by Coughs, I think. Grown with love in Ireland. Interesting. Win a trip to Ireland? I didn't even see there was something on there like that. That's pretty cool. The Cough family believe that good things come from their mother nature, and that is why we have been working the land growing delicious Irish potatoes for over 200 years. We are now hand cooking Ireland's finest chips in small batches on our farm, from crop to chip, grown and cooked with love in Ireland. Our delicious shamrock is grown by our friends in Skilligs Co. Find out more about our suppliers on the Cough's website. Hand-cooked potato chips with shamrock and sour cream. During harvest, we pick our potatoes and turn them into fresh chips on the same day. Wow, delicious. We hand-cook our chips in small batches using the finest quality sunflower oil, which is high in monounsaturates and naturally cholesterol-free, gluten-free, MSG-free, and non-GMO. Sounds pretty good. Well, let's get into it. Unfortunately, I got the party size, right? Oops. What kind of bag is this? Is this a terrible one? Is this a terrible bag? That's funny. It is quite a terrible bag. There we go. Let's give it a good whiff. They smell really good. Like, smells fresh. That is what they look like a normal chip, covered in green specks, which I'm assuming is a shamrock. I wonder if it tastes like onion. Well, here we go. 3, 2, 1. That is surprisingly good. That is really good. Normally you would think onion and sour cream, right? At least that's what I think. But there's a flavor from the shamrock that's kind of there. It's like a sweet, herby kind of flavor. It feels very complete. Yeah. These are delicious. You know what it probably is? It's the salt. The salt actually adds a lot of flavor there. But there is like, I feel like there's lightning on my tongue. I know that's like a weird thing to say, but there's buzzing. There you go. There's buzzing all over my tongue. That's just kind of, it's a very interesting and delicious flavor. It's very good though. And the potatoes are fresh. They do taste fresh. So that's awesome. Last one. Yeah, I don't hate those. Those are really good, man. Wow. On a tasting scale, I would give that maybe a 9 out of 10. Like, if they would reduce the amount of salt that was on the potatoes by just like maybe a hair, not even a lot. If they reduced the salt a little bit, man, that would be a 10 out of 10. That thing is bomb. Whew. If you are interested in getting these, you can get them either at Costco, like I did, or, let's see, you can also order them from Koff's Farm, koffsfarm.com. This has been a really long video of me talking, so I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please let me know. Like the video and tell me your thoughts, please, down below. Until next time, I will see you then. Have a good night. Bye-bye.